In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 20 video game Easter eggs that you may have forgotten. Now, to be clear, if you've been following my Easter egg hunting exploits for a while, you might have seen a lot of these Easter eggs before. So if you only want to see new, never before seen Easter eggs, then make sure you watch the brand new series that is all about Easter eggs that I've never covered before. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description. Oh, and if you want to get your gamers up, scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description now to get 10% off. Or you could just order yourself some free samples. I mean, I'd prefer it if you bought something as I get a small kickback, but you do you. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Now, we all know that the Hitman series has some of the biggest and best Easter eggs in all of gaming. But sometimes an Easter egg doesn't have to be huge to be great. And in fact, it can be as simple as a single line of dialogue. If you wear the Requiem suit, there is a chance that a guard will say this.
Is that Pitbull?
So one of the guards will ask if you're Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide. Like I said, it's not the biggest Easter egg in the world, but personally, I think it's hilarious.
Mr. Worldwide!
Now, Mordhau is a medieval multiplayer slasher that sees you either losing limbs or taking limbs. There really is no in between. Well, if you want to keep your limbs firmly intact, you can explore the game world using the spectator mode. And for the most part, everything is as it should be. Well, I did say most part. If you take the camera into this watchtower, you can find this. So, along with being called a nosy bastard, which given my entire YouTube channel is about doing this sort of thing is kinda fair, you can also find a link. And if you follow that link, it takes you to this picture of Terry Crews holding a basketball. Let's just leave this one here. Now, there are certain video game characters that you will recognise from a single picture. And these characters are usually the stars of some of the biggest games ever. Well, some characters are recognisable for the ungodly amount of trauma they subjected players to. And that's the case with this next Easter egg. At the difficulty select screen in Nintendo Switch Sports, if you press ZR, R and A, your next opponent will be this guy. Now, to many of you, the appearance of Matt here will immediately give you flashbacks to a less happier time. But if you're unfamiliar with Matt, he was your boxing trainer in Wii Sports. But he was also the boxing champion. And over the years, he cemented his legacy as one of Wii Sports' most difficult opponents. I must admit, it's nice to see Nintendo acknowledge Matt after all these years. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, and if you have, then I love you, then you'll know that Ubisoft love to reference their own games in their other games. It's sort of their thing. Now, usually this is a random raving rabbit or something like that, but Watch Dogs 1 actually did something pretty cool. One of the invasions is this.
Why is he doing that? He's an assassin, Dad. Well, I mean, why is he talking to the guy he just killed? It's a confession? Well, that's just dumb. Dad, please. You're ruining it!
So this invasion sees a father and son talking about Assassin's Creed, and more specifically the way that in most of the games you speak to characters shortly after stabbing them, which is pretty funny. So this next Easter egg is one of those Easter eggs that I didn't really know what it was a reference to, until I shared it back in February 2024 and then everyone told me what it meant. You see, at this location on the map you can find this guy. So this man was apparently hit by a truck, and when he came to, he found himself on the island. Now, like I said, I didn't know what this meant, but according to the comments from 2 years ago, this police officer is a reference to a popular anime trope referred to as being isekai'd. Basically, that trope means being hit by a truck and waking up in another world, which is exactly what happened to our friend here. So I love it when a game actually rewards you for your time and effort. What I mean is, if I take the time to see everything a game has to offer and complete it 100%, I want to be rewarded.
Mother, Oreo smoothie now!
Well, I don't think rewards get much better than the rewards seen in Scarface The World Is Yours. If you complete the game 100%, you will make some new friends.
Guns don't kill people. Bullets kill people.
My shoe is filling with blood. Let's all just stay cool, for fuck's sake.
Keep your eyes open, man.
Get a line, buddy.
So your reward for completing the game is a group of femme fatales who will follow you around and back you in a fight. And I don't know about you, but I think that this is a pretty good reward. Now, pretty much every game has a story to tell, but sometimes the story goes way deeper than you might think. Take Payday 2 for example. On the surface of things, Payday 2 is a game about heists and, well, not much else. But the lore of Payday 2 runs deeper than I ever could have imagined. On the Shacklethorne auction map, you're tasked with robbing an auction house. So far, so Payday 2. Well, if you use cheats, you're able to explore the auction house grounds, but to be honest, there really isn't much to see here. Here's the thing, if you stare at the clouds, eventually this will happen. So unless you have incredible eyesight, or even better pausing skills, then you might be wondering what just happened. Well, when lightning strikes, there is a chance that this creature will appear in the sky, and it looks really, really cool. Now, the story behind this sky creature is pretty complicated, but the short version is that this is Nephilim, and it's very important to the lore of Payday, which, believe me, isn't just a game about heists. So in the Serious Sam games, you move pretty quickly, and when you're sprinting through levels, you pick up a lot of items. Now, usually these items are just ammo and armor, but sometimes it can be something different. On the Serpent Yards level in Serious Sam's second encounter, you can pick up an item that will summon the Secret Watcher. So the Neebs gaming crew have appeared in loads of different games over the years, and usually these cameos are brilliant.
Alright, another door's opening, Simon.
Alright, this is gonna be good.
Gotta be it.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, mother damn.
Ooh.
I'm allergic to tigers.
Yeah.
Well, on the Volga River map in Battlefield 1, you can find the crew having a bit of tank trouble. And trust me, it's hilarious.
Get me out of here! Hello? Guys, we need to get out of here. We've needed to get out of here. For 2 years. It's safe in here. I like it. Yeah, where are you gonna go? What do you mean where we're gonna go? Anywhere. Anywhere but in here. I feel safe in here. I like it. I've gotten used to it. I'm staying. I feel like I'm missing out on some things. Like food? I say you get out. I want more room. Guys, seriously, I'm down here. There's 3 crackers left. 3. Call a cracker. I got a cracker. No, you don't get a full cracker. I want a cracker too. Yeah. We need to make this last at least another year. We can do that. Or we can get out. Just saying. I think we stay in. You guys eat the crackers, because I'm going to eat my plums and beans. What got plums and beans? I got plums and beans. Oh. How long have you had those? Since we started. There's no way those plums are still good. Can I have some? I mean, are you going to eat that cracker? I'll give you a cracker. I'll trade you. No. Okay. Hand me the cracker back. We need to, ration this. Seriously. Why? Yeah, well, I've got tons of plums over here. I'll trade one of my pigeons. You have a pigeon? I've been eating these pigeons for a while. Eating the pigeons that could have told people that we were stuck in here? Well, no, the door's jammed. I can't let them out. There's a hole. I don't like pigeons. They're gamey. But they're here. We're just finding this out. How'd you not know we had pigeons? Because we've been eating crackers. Look how small of a space we live in. A year of crackers. What were you, in the West Wing? You missed it? I gotta use the bathroom. No. It's number 2. I gotta use the bathroom. No, just gotta get out of here. Let's go over to the happy corner. No, you remember when Simon farted last week? Wait, where's the happy corner? No, that's the one corner where everyone poops. There's not one happy corner in here. That's the sad corner. I call that the sad corner. We made it the happy corner so we wouldn't be reminded of the sadness it brings. I missed that meeting. I have to go to the bathroom. I need out of here. I've been going in this bag over here. You want to use my bag? That's the cracker bag. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to bed. There's that happy corner. I need it. You know where it's at. We've been here for 2 years. No, I don't know where it's at. Go to bed. Okay, I tell you what. You go to bed, you drop your dues. Could you please just send one of those pigeons? Just one? Well, a messenger pigeon. If we had it the whole... time. All right, I'll send one pigeon if it'll make you shut up. It will. Thank you. All right, fine. Here it goes. Now go to bed. Night. 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 Good night. Love you guys. Love you.
Speaking of YouTuber cameos, this next Easter egg from Halo 3 might rival that Battlefield 1 conversation. On the Crow's Nest mission, you can find a guard having password problems. But what's really cool is there is different dialogue depending on the chosen difficulty.
Hey, open up!
Password, please!
You gotta be kidding me, what password?
The password so we don't open the door for brutes.
Do I sound like a brute to you?
Well, you could be held prisoner by brutes.
If I was held prisoner by brutes and knew the password, then the brutes could just force me to tell you the password and you'd open the door for them.
Okay, well now I'm definitely not gonna open the door.
But we need ammo!
Well, why don't you go ask your brute buddies then?
Hey, open up!
Password.
What?
Need the password.
You gotta be kidding me. What password?
Password. They gave it out at the staff meeting 15 minutes ago.
Meeting? What meeting? I was out here.
Not supposed to let anyone in without it.
If the staff meeting just ended, no one outside is gonna know the freaking password. Now open up. We need ammo and the chief is out here.
Does he know the password?
He wasn't at the meeting either. Open up.
What's the password?
Password? Oh man, I forgot.
Forgot what?
I forgot the password.
See, that was almost right. See, the password begins with I forgot, but ends differently. Try again.
No, I mean, I forgot the password.
Okay, see, you got it wrong again. See, you said the same thing as last time.
I'm being serious. I don't know the password.
No. See, you changed the first part. See, that part was the right part. See, now you got the whole thing wrong.
No, I forgot what the password is, and I just need you to open the door.
All right, come on, man. Now you're just guessing.
Now, I'm guessing that some of you recognise those voices immediately, as they are part of the hilarious Red vs Blue web series. But if you didn't, the voices heard on Easy were Jason Saldana and Matt Hullum, who play Tucker and Doc. Heroic was Gus Sorolla and Jeff Ramsey, who play Simmons and Griff. And on Legendary, the voices were Bernie Burns and Joel Heyman, who voiced Church and Caboose. So Shotgun Farmers is a game that really deserves more attention. Basically, it's a farming-themed FPS, but because it's farming-themed, all the guns are vegetable takes on regular weapons, with each given an appropriate name, like the AK-47 here. I mean, you can even grow your own ammo just by shooting the floor. Anyway, on the graveside map, if you grab the chili thrower and manage to light all the candles at once in the church, which is surprisingly tricky, this will happen. So this ghostly chicken is Bok Bok, and when summoned, Bok Bok will fly to the Bok Bok Memorial, which has the names of the 2017 Shotgun Farmers champions written on it. Oh, and you'll also unlock the Long Live Bok Bok hat to show everyone that you are really good at lighting candles. Now, for a movie to be referenced in a video game, it usually has to be good. Okay, so that's not always true, and sometimes a movie can be so bad that it's good, and that itself warrants a reference. In Mr. Hop's Playhouse 2, you'll need to interact with the 2 red chairs on the top floor, the suit of armour on the second floor, the statue between the 2 staircases, and the stack of boxes by the elevator. After that, head to the kitchen and knock over this water bottle, which will open a secret passage. So this room is a reference to... well, it's a reference to The Room, the famously bad movie directed by Tommy Wiseau that spawned 1,000 meme-worthy scenes.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Another movie reference can be found in Postal 4 No Regerts. And no, I didn't say that wrong, it's actually called No Regerts. Anyway, if you take a break from trying to get people to sign your petition to have bidets in every toilet, and believe me, that's a cause I can get behind, and instead try to order at the drive-thru, this will happen.
And then?
So the drive-thru person saying "and then" is a reference to this scene from Dude, Where's My Car?
No and then! No and then! No and then!
Now, Red Faction Guerrilla begins with your character working with their brother on Mars. Apart from the obviously extreme conditions, this is a pretty wholesome moment. 2 brothers bonding over some hard work. Of course, your character needs some motivation for the game's plot, so after 5 minutes of family time, your brother is gunned down. Now, this is a sad moment, but what if you didn't actually like your brother? Well, you can do this. So if you've seen this next Easter egg, I'm going to take a guess that you probably haven't forgotten it. So this is specifically aimed at people who haven't seen it before. And hey, even if you have seen it, it's still brilliant. In Shadow Complex, you go on a date with Claire, your lady friend, but she's soon kidnapped, which means you have to track down and save her. The thing is, what happens if you don't? I mean, it's only a first date after all, you barely know each other. Well, if you head all the way back to the beginning of the game, one of the most iconic scenes in video game history will play out.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Now, 9 times out of 10, when you glitch out of a level, the developers weren't expecting it. That is, unless you're playing Goat Simulator, then that's pretty much what the game is all about. Anyway, 9 times out of 10 still leaves one occasion where the developers knew about the glitch and have something in store for players who found it. In Slender: The Arrival, if you manage to glitch out of the map, this will happen. So, even glitching out of the game world can't save you from Slenderman. I don't know about you, but I think this is pretty clever. Now, I think it's fair to say that most Easter eggs are random, but this next Easter egg from the Eggcellent Streets of Rage 4 is especially random. During the boss fight on the Y Tower level, you can spot a very famous face in the crowd. So, hidden in plain sight is Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, with his look in Streets of Rage 4 taken directly from the This Is America music video. Like I said, I'm used to seeing random Easter eggs, and even random cameos, but seeing Childish Gambino in Streets of Rage 4 is really random. Now, you know how I said that Ubisoft loves to reference their own games in their other games? Ubisoft love to reference their own games in their other games. See, I did say that. Well, I thought that I should actually prove it. At this location on the map in Riders Republic, you can find this. So in the basket of this BMX, you can find a rabbit from Raving Rabbids, which as mentioned are Ubisoft's go-to characters for referencing. Anyway, the way that the rabbit is sitting in the basket is a nod to the 1982 movie E.T. And because of that famous scene where the bike passes in front of the moon, the bike in Riders Republic also has low gravity, which is a nice touch. Now, a lot of games get called underrated, but I think that Ryse Son of Rome is one of the most underrated games of all time. It's one of those games where a sequel would have probably fixed a lot of the first game's issues, but given that Ryse released 13 years ago, I'm guessing that a sequel is out of the question. Still, if I can bring attention to Ryse through the form of Easter eggs, then I will. During Chapter 3, you can find and collect 3 piles of skulls. After collecting the skulls, when you attack the beach, you'll have some backup.
Advance!
So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you're a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.